Today we have more details of the iPhone 13 release date and price. And also stick around as we have the latest leaks, including that we will have a bigger battery in all 4 iPhone 13 models, coming up right after this. So if you want to hear the latest gaming news, tech news, reviews and comparisons, hit that subscribe button followed by the bell. So 2021 is the year of the iPhone 13 or even the iPhone 12s. Today we have the latest on the release date and price details and what features the new iPhone 2021 models are going to have. The great news is we'll be getting a lot of new features that we wanted inside the iPhone 12, including details of a larger battery inside the iPhone 13 models and how Apple will accomplish this. Also, we have some news about the charging port or ports the iPhone 13 will have. But also make sure you stick around after to get your complete guide of what we know for all the specs for all iPhone 13 models. So let's start with that release date. This year in 2021, we're expecting an end September, early October launch of all 4 iPhone 13 models. Now, right away, you're probably wondering, how on earth have we got to this conclusion? Well, it's quite simple and logistic really when you think about it. Let's do a quick summary of how we have got here by doing a tiny summary of the last 10 years of iPhone model release dates. If we go way back to the iPhone 4S in 2011, this classic iPhone came out on October 14th, 2011. Then skip a year to 2012 with the iPhone 5, it was September the 21st, 2012. Then let's skip a few years ahead to say 2016, where it was the iPhone 7 and the 7 Plus release year, where we had a release date of September 16th. Then in 2019 we saw the release date of the iPhone XS or the XS on September 21st and the XR or the XR on October 26th. And last year, for example, with the iPhone 12 models release dates, they were from October 23rd to November 13th. Now, mainly you can see the release dates have been an end September to end October, with the main exception of last year, where it was a bit unusual for the iPhone 12 due to COVID. We had a bit of delay on the release of the models. However, if the pandemic dies down, we expect an Apple event in September for the iPhone 13 models with a release of mid-October compared to the delayed launch what we had in 2020. For price, I will get onto in a mo for each of the models. But first, let's talk about that amazing new leak of the bigger battery inside the iPhone 13 models. So according to a channel favourite leaker Ming-Chi Kuo, he explains that the 2021 iPhone models will feature a larger battery capacity than the iPhone 12 series thanks to the space-saving design of many components. He later goes on and details that basically the SIM card slots will be integrated into the main board and also other main components will also be on the main board of the iPhone 13 models. As a person myself who has repaired many iPhones in my past, I can vouch for this that iPhones do have its main logic board but also have many other extra boards and ribbon connectors to operate say the microphone, speakers and other components like the cameras. However, if Apple now take the stance on creating their iPhones just like their MacBooks, for example where everything is just all on one board, then there'll be lots of space inside the iPhone 13 for a bigger battery. For example, take a look at the 2015 MacBook. You can see that the main logic board was on the top center of the MacBook and the rest of the base of the MacBook just had batteries surrounded inside it, and of course there was the touchpad as well. If Apple take the same approach with the iPhone 13, it does mean we'll have a larger battery inside for all the models. But obviously there will still be space for certain components like the charging port. And talk about the charging port, Ming-Chi Kuo has also said that he believes the new iPhone 13 will not move over to USB-C, just like MacBooks, the iPad Pro and the iPad Air use for charging at the moment. In fact, the iPhone 13 will stick with the Lightning port connection for the upcoming 4 models. However, he does go on to say that the MagSafe might be the potential for the future and that the Lightning port might completely disappear. This year in 2021, we have seen a lot of new smartphones from our Android cousins who have given us wireless charging up to 50 watts in some cases. At the moment, the iPhone 12 models have a maximum of 15 watts wireless charging, but if this was to increase, you can see that Apple could abandon the Lightning port for charging, as wireless charging can give them the speed to charge their batteries at the pace that they want to. Also, the fact that many Bluetooth speakers are indeed Bluetooth enabled, they're not needing a physical port to connect to. And also, you have the ability to use AirPlay, and also many new cars now use wireless CarPlay to connect your phone to your car. So Apple might begin to see there is no need for a physical port at the bottom of their iPhone models in the future. However, we don't think this will happen in 2021 with the iPhone 13 models. However, 2022, well, we'll have to wait and see. So let's talk about the iPhone 13 model prices, and the best way to do this is give you a summary of what we know so far for all the models. So first of all, there are 4 models this year, just like there was with the iPhone 12. So the smallest model is the iPhone 13, and again it has a 5.4 inch OLED display with a resolution of 2340 by 1080, and we're believing this will have a 60Hz refresh rate panel on it. For storage size though, there will be a bit of a change in the iPhone 13. The smallest amount of storage will be 128GB, 256GB and also a 512GB storage option. The 64GB option looks like it's going to be dropped. Then for chipsets, we're looking to get the new A15 Bionic with 5G connectivity, what is around about 25 to 30% faster than the current A14 Bionic, what is around now in the iPhone 12, and that is still super powerful. For RAM, we're going to get 4GB of RAM inside it as well. It will have an aluminium body similar to the iPhone 12 mini, a dual camera setup on the rear, and the base model for that 128GB storage model will start in at $699. So next you have the standard iPhone 13. Again, this is a 6.1 inch OLED display just like the iPhone 12, and it has a 2532 by 1170 resolution screen, what again is also a 60Hz panel. Storage again just like the iPhone 13 mini, starts at 128GB and goes all the way up to 512GB storage options. There's also the A15 Bionic again with 5G connectivity, 4GB of RAM, the aluminium body as well, and also that dual camera setup on the rear of this phone just like the iPhone 13 mini, and the base model will be starting in at $799 and that will give you the 128GB model. So the next phone after this is the iPhone 13 Pro. Again, it's a very similar size phone to the normal iPhone 13. It's a 6.1 inch OLED display again with a resolution of 2532 by 1170. However, this time this screen will have a 120Hz refresh rate panel on it, what will be a change to the iPhone 12 Pro. And again, the storage options will be 128, 256, 512GB and also a 1TB storage option for the first time on an iPhone. Again, the chipset power thing, this iPhone 13 Pro will be the A15 Bionic with 5G connectivity. It will have 6GB of RAM inside and it will have a stainless steel body frame. There's also a triple camera setup on the back, including that possible periscope we may see as well, and also the LiDAR sensor. The base model is coming in at $999 and that will get you the 128GB storage space model. Then finally we have the iPhone 13 Pro Max. This is a 6.7-inch OLED display with a resolution of 2778 by 1280. Well, it's the same size as the iPhone 12 Pro Max. However, the big difference here is it also has a 120Hz refresh rate panel compared to the 60Hz rate panel what's on the normal iPhone 12 Pro Max. For storage, we have 128GB, 256GB, 512GB, and again that 1TB for the first time on an iPhone. Then for the chipset, we have the A15 Bionic again with 5G connectivity, 6GB of RAM, stainless steel body frame as well, just like the iPhone 13 Pro normal, a triple camera setup again, including that periscope possibly, and also the LiDAR sensor. And this base model will be coming in at $1,099. So as you can see guys, there are some big improvements on the iPhone 12 models, mainly with the Pro models having that 120Hz refresh rate display. For release date, it has been a bit unsure for the iPhone 12 this year due to COVID. However, if the pandemic does die down for next year, we expect the iPhone 13 to come out in September time, like it has done in many other years for other iPhone releases. Or we might see the phone being released again in around mid-October time, just like it has for the iPhone 12 if the pandemic does conclude on. So next, for design wise, we're expecting not many huge changes, more like enhancements to the current iPhone 12 design. The iPhone 12 is the newest design or newest shape since the release of the iPhone 10 or iPhone X in 2017. Apple generally like to keep their same designs in their phones for at least 3 or 4 years, and as the iPhone 12 is the newest design, we can't really see there will be a huge design change for the next version of the iPhone. For iPhone 13 colours, we're expecting the same colours as the iPhone 12, however we may see another new colour introduced. Something that Apple seems to be doing every year now is introducing a new colour to their platter for all their new models. However, they may also take a colour out, just like what they did with the iPhone 11 Pro models. We did have the midnight green, that has been switched out this year to get the Pacific blue. It is also worth noting that we're probably going to be getting 4 iPhones again. This will be the iPhone 13 mini, the iPhone 13 normal, an iPhone 13 Pro and an iPhone 13 Pro Max. And all 4 phones will have IP68 at 6 meters again for 30 mins. So this means chucking the phone into a 6 meter deep swimming pool if you can find one, or a clean lake on your vacation and you fancy diving down 6 meters within 30 minutes and rescuing it. In theory the phone should be, but you might not be yourself. So I have a few more details in my next video, including more information about the iPhone 13 camera setup and also the possibility if we will get a 4th camera lens on the back. But for now, like I said, it is very early days, but I'd love to know from you if you're excited about the iPhone 13 and will you be upgrading to one next year. Let me know in the comments below. Well guys, I will say it again, it is very early days, but if you have enjoyed watching this video, please do press the like button, and also at the same time as well, if you wanted the latest information on the iPhone 13 and also that giveaway, and also the latest on gaming news, tech news, reviews and comparisons, please do hit that subscribe button followed by the bell. Until next time guys, see ya!